Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name is Jarek, and today we're back in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 124 of our playthrough, and in our previous episode, we made our way into the tavern and met the demon barkeep, who was as friendly as you might expect. We were able to sell off a bunch of our stuff that we were carrying, though, and got quite a bit of gold for it all, like over 100,000. And he was also selling a Nahandrian crystal amulet for about 50k, but all it did was boost our knowledge world skill by a +1, so I didn't think that was really worth it. We did, however, investigate the rest of the tavern, and we found a ring that casts an upgraded version of the prismatic spray spell as a 17th level wizard once per day. And you can also recharge it by spending 9 levels worth of spell slots if you want to cast it again. It's an interesting toy. We haven't put it on anybody's finger yet, though. After that, we exited out the tavern's back door, and we were right next to Minago's hideout. We buffed up before going in, and she didn't disappoint. It was a good fight. She had several guards with her, and all of them were very tough. She also had a trap that we didn't detect until it was sprung that released a bunch of spider swarms that, like the locust swarms we fought before, had a ton of hit points, and just you can't hurt them with physical attacks or targeted spells. And so we were able to get rid of them after a bit, and we did finally beat Minago herself. We learned that she had been branded for her failure at Canabras, and was in constant pain until she killed Valric, who was the source of that. But she couldn't do it because half of her powers had been stripped from her and she wasn't strong enough to do it anymore, which I'm sure wasn't fun. But we ended her troubles by putting her out of her misery, and so goes the end of the demoness Minago. I was looking at our journal, and we've got a few things on the menu for the Midnight Isles here. Number one, we've already started. We're trying to secure an audience with the city's rulers. And in order to do that, we have to become known by them. We have to draw their attention. The next thing is actually doing that. So we need to start out by learning more about Alushinyrra's leaders. And so we can do that. I remember the option was there to ask the barkeep at the tavern about them. And so we'll probably go back and do that. And then we have to also become famous and get Nocticula's attention. And so there it says there's ways of doing that. Violence, influential friends, providing valuable services. However, it's worth remembering that the price to be paid for such fame to conquer Alushinyrra is also to be conquered by Alushinyrra. So this makes me wonder if maybe the amulet that was being offered, that was the Nahandrian crystal amulet, that was the +1 to the knowledge world skill. I wonder if that goes towards this and increasing our fame and our fame at all. I don't know. It's worth maybe checking it out. So I think we're going to go back to the tavern. We are done here. We've looted everything here. So we're going to go ahead and run out and get going back to the tavern. And we will see if there's anything there more that we missed. We may have missed stuff. It's very possible. Bad Luck Tavern. Oh, somebody just saw something. Here's some loot.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
We've got some coal, silver flask, wooden mug, full strength potion. It's not much, but it's not nothing either. We can climb up here. I mean, it goes up and down a little bit. But, oh, I get it. You can cross over to that, and then you come out, and it sticks out further, and maybe you can make that jump. I don't really know exactly. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. All right, here we go back in here. Let's go have a chat with the bartender with the one eye. I guess there's probably maybe some other people in here we can talk to too. I don't know. There's another thing we can loot. Some diamond dust. That's good. Pick up all the junk. All right, let's have a talk with Bergaz here. Okay, the one-eyed demon greets you without enthusiasm. Bed, booze, or bargain? What brings you here? Let's see. Let's start with the latest rumors. Demon pours a shot of liquor that smells of blood and bitter ash. No problem. Have a drink and we'll talk. 500 gold. Fine. Demon observes your face with obvious interest. The liquor stings and fills your mouth with the foul taste of salt and rotten fish. What do you want to know? Tell me about the city. In short, there's no order in this city. There never has been and never will be. There are no laws here. We as we demons spit on laws. The only law here is might makes right. Take everything you can and give away anything you can't protect. Obey those stronger than you and maybe you'll devour someone else. Everyone does what Nocticula says. She split Alushinyrra into 3 quarters, the lower city, the middle city, and the upper city. The elites live comfortable lives above, the fools and losers rot below, and everyone else sits in the middle and dreams of climbing up, although they mostly fall. Each quarter is walled so that no one goes anywhere they shouldn't. Guards watch the gates. Although, in truth, the guards are just a bunch of the most vicious and violent demons who carry out Nocticula's commands. If someone cuts you down in front of them, they won't interfere unless she orders them to. Then again, if you decide to bash someone's head in, they won't concern themselves with it. The only reason they might chase you away is if they want to loot the corpse themselves. The important thing is don't kill anyone in front of a crowd and don't bother guests from other planes. Nocticula has her reasons. She's trying to turn Alushinyrra into an interplanar bazaar of the abyss. And as you walk around Alushinyrra, keep track of the time. Oh, not in some tiresome don't waste your time sense. Watch the time as if you were in a jungle and predator was lurking in the bush. It might pounce on you and freeze you in place, stealing days, months, even years. You wouldn't notice any changes, and everyone around you would grow old and forget about you. In the abyss, time is fickle and is a fickle and unruly thing. Okay, tell me about this particular quarter of the city. Demon points to a bottle of liquor. Imagine Alushinyrra is this bottle. The lower city is the bottom. The explanation is quite apt, as the bottom is coated with foul-looking scum and a dead insect with 2 fanged mouths is stuck to it. A cesspit. If someone or something needs to be eliminated, they send it to the lower city. They say the arena is the heart of the quarter, but that's nonsense. This whole quarter is one massive arena. Everyone here is a murderer, a thief, and a scumbag. The bloodshed never ceases, and the denizens of Alushinyrra watch it with delight and wager on who will emerge from the lake of blood. You may think of slums as a useless appendage, but they're the main source of entertainment for the city. And what about the other quarters? The middle city is all about trade. 10,000 delights offer sex. The flesh makers deal in slaves and weapons. Mercenaries and assassins sell the death of enemies. The most successful business person of all Alushinyrra is the harem of ardent dreams. Her merchandise is Nocticula's favor and the favor of the powers that be. The upper city is for those who already have everything and have no use for trade. Imagine if you were such a creature of divine power that you could live in complete comfort, free of almost all limits. That's the kind of who live in the upper city. You'd be wise to stay away from them. In the lower city, they'll just kill you and defile your corpse. In the upper city, they'll pull your soul out through your nostrils with a red-hot needle, cook it into a stew, and then force you to eat it and wash it down with a cocktail made from your eyes and marrow. Sounds great. Are there many folks from Galarian here? Quite a few, but most of them wear special accessories. The demon draws an imaginary circle around his neck. They're slaves, is what I mean, or meat sometimes. We do get some free ones from time to time. Scum, as a rule, the only type who can survive amongst demons. You humans can survive anywhere, even the cauldron of the madness that is Alushinyrra. Just like cockroaches, eh? Yeah, I guess so. Where can I find Nocticula? Demon goggles and bursts into deafening laughter. Tiny bugs fly out of his maw, wiping away bloody tears and giggling. He grabs a particularly nimble insect and tosses it back down his gullet. You can find her in the palace, mortal. The thing is, she won't see just anyone. The last person who had the nerve to show up uninvited now lives in the catacombs, and everyone calls him Scrap. Care to guess why? I don't know who you think you are, but you will not be allowed on her doorstep unless she invites you herself. And to receive an invitation from Nocticula, you've got to be an influential and renowned figure in Alushinyrra. Or you could do something to piss her off. Sometimes these two things are one and the same. All right, so how do I get that invitation? Demon shrugs. Your chances are slim, but you look cocky, so you could try the gladiator fights in Battle Bliss. Everybody loves a good butcher. The dirtier and bloodier you fight, the more respect you'll earn. Only fools fight fair, so you must prove you know the ways of the fighter's craft. The crowd will love you if you torment the loser before finishing him off. Make them shriek, squeal, and beg for death. And then you can count on having the fight of your life. You will face the Nahandrian League champion. Your death will be a symphony of suffering the audience will forever remember. Most can only dream of such a fate. You can cozy up to someone in the upper city. The more influential your patron, the more respect you'll be shown. Just remember that in Alushinyrra, only the most skilled predators make it to the top, like Lady Valexia. More often than not, their offer of friendship is an introduction to their intrigues, and they will get into your head, twist your thoughts, make you hate yourself, and make you destroy everything you ever loved with your own hands. That's their idea of fun. If you know how to, shall we say, solve problems, you could try and get under Shamira's wing. She presides over the harem of the Ardent Dreams in the Middle City and rules Alushinyrra. Lady Nocticula does not stoop to such trifles herself. Commanding the city is dirty, bloody work, and Shamira is always in need of capable assistance, especially since she changes them as soon as they start to reek of their dark deeds. Walk through the slums. Everyone you see there tried to climb higher but fell into a trap. There are plenty of warnings in their incoherent ramblings. All right. Well, I'm wondering about a room. I wonder if that gets rid of our... we're going to grab a room for the night and see if that gets rid of our abyssal corruption. 1,000 gold coins, and you can take the room in the back. It's quite some, I know, but you can clearly afford it. We're going to do it just because I want to see. For your sake, I hope you're a light sleeper. Some pranksters have taken into breaking into rooms while the occupants are sleeping, stealing their eyes and stitching their mouths and ears together for fun. Sounds great. You've picked a terrible place for a night's rest, outsider. Now we'll gut you and help ourselves to your things. Okay. Apparently it's just me, huh? Do I get anything? Like, you know, my sword or anything? Apparently not. This might have been a mistake, I'm not gonna lie. All right. What do we got? Type. Well, at least we can arm ourselves. That's good. Would have been a real bummer if we weren't able to do that. All right, which one of these is ours? I don't even know at this point. Gleaming banded armor, I think that's ours. Can't change while we're in full combat. Nice. Well, can we get some rings on at least? No, doesn't look like it. Well, let's have maybe a potion of haste. Wouldn't be a worse thing. I think we have haste potions now. We sure don't, do we? Let's see. This is attack roll, save, skill checks. Well, it's not a bad idea. Let's draw my removes. Resistances, restoration, shield of faith, potion of vanish, potion of aid. Grants target +1 bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear, plus temporary hit points, d8 plus caster level maximum, d8 plus 10. Well, given that he just hit me for 50 points of damage, I don't think that's super useful, although bark skin might be. There's endurance, plus weapon. Blur. Blur's not bad. Blur's pretty good, actually. Do we have displacement by chance? Yes, we do. That's what we're going with first. Oh, well, it's good we have health at least. Okay, I guess everybody else is waking up now. Alright, well, who do we got? Rushleg, yeah, at least she's got her bow ready to go, huh? I guess that's all he gets to do. Nenio, come here and haste up everybody you can reach from here.
I will resist.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. Let's just get this guy. And then we have Woljif who can come up and stab this guy. And Sela. Come up here. And I don't know what she's gonna do exactly. She could probably just do like an Arrow of Law or something like that. I don't know if that hurt him or not. Or I can get in here. He got blinded. Nice. That's Valric's new thing that he can do.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. Your critical wounds mass, everybody's healed up. All right, well, I guess that's something. Oh, that's right. We did that one already. So you sent the guys in after us, huh? Demon shrugs and flat black centipede crawls out of his ear as if it's taking an interest in your conversation. What's that got to do with me? You came here for a room and a night's sleep and you got them. Did I say anything about security? Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, I think we're done in here for the most part. I don't see anybody else really we can talk to that looks like they're named or anything like that. So let's head back out. See what else we can find out here. All this shifty stuff is really aggravating. Probably what we actually need to do is be on the other side and climb up that okay, so this is saying there's a trap somewhere, but I don't see it. I don't see anything highlighted. Oh, okay. Well, here's one up here. I don't know how we get up there, but there's one up there. Okay, does this thing move? Stairs come up to us. But we can't get up higher from here. I think maybe we need to get up to here, maybe? I don't know. Looks like we could maybe get a little farther up this way if we did this. Yeah. Okay, we need to get to here then. Alright, so let's get down here. See what we can do about getting down there. Oh, missed a chest down there.
Huh? Oh, yes, what?
Okay, well this doesn't go up unless you're...
Yes.
It doesn't seem to go up if you're not... if you're standing on it. Okay, that's no good. Huh. Alright, well, there's a ladder right over here somewhere. I don't know if this is what we need to do, but we're going to try it. Here, DC 26, we should be able to do that. Okay. Slave, commoner. Ah, there's the guards. So that's the middle district, apparently. Oh, here we go. Here's something. Oh, that's the Bad Luck Tavern. It's another door. Which means there's an upstairs to the Bad Luck Tavern that we didn't know about.
I sense something.
Another trap somewhere. Up here? Yeah. Okay, just checking through the Middle here. What's this? Okay, I'm not sure what all is going on, but let's try this. Oh, I guess we're fighting. All right, Intoxicated Demons Leader, Baba Eliminator, Ferocious Shear. Question: did Valric get his armor back on? No, of course not. That's annoying. Oh, well, who's easy here? Let's go for... I guess there's nobody easy here necessarily.
Desna, guide my hand.
All right, Ember, why don't you pitch a little fireball here? Get all of them. Now they're probably they're not immune to your fire. It doesn't matter. Would that be better, or would it be better to run one of these through them here? That seems better. Woljif, try your hideous laughter if you've got any of those. Got normal ones. Don't have any of your... Oh, that was Nenio that had the trickster thing. Okay, never mind. Why don't you haste everybody real quick? Actually, yeah, that's fine. Haste everyone up. All right, Sela. Let's go ahead and smite this guy.
Thank you.
All right, Valric. You have a little blur potion here. And you might as well drink this. Nenio, with your new ability. Why don't we do this? Got them both. We get people into place to do the coup de grace. You should be able to do it right from where you're at.
Did I mess up again?
No?
Into the fray!
I'll remove this obstacle.
Oh, well, I didn't mean for her to go in there.
Make your peace.
Surrender or else.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
All right, anything here? These are all masterwork, so we can probably just collect them. Okay, first things first. You need to get armor and stuff back on. Can't believe I have to put all of this stuff back on you. All right, that's yours. What other ring did you have? You must have had this storyteller's ring. Saves versus fire-based effects. You had that. See, adds a rank in athletics skill. No, that's not yours. Athletics checks was yours. You had the duelist gloves. You had the other half of the pair. You had a +4 fast intelligence crown. You had a shirt. You had one of these cloaks. Is it this one? No. I think you had the +4 resistance cloak. Pretty sure that was what you had. But I'm wondering if we do the skinned leather cloak instead. I think we could do that. You had some bracers, engraved lucky bracers. You had this on your belt. You had another ring. You did have this ring. I'm pretty sure that was the one you had. You had your crossbow. Not that you ever used that necessarily, but Deadeye composite longbow. +4 axiomatic composite longbow. Interception -2 penalty AC for 2 rounds. Is that not a Rochelet's bow? Oh, she has eye for an eye. That's a nice bow. This one does what now? +3, +12D, a D12 piercing damage. Oh, that's tough. Those are both really good. More than 30 feet away, the enemy suffers -2 penalty to AC for 2 rounds. This is probably better. That's probably better. Alright, let's get the little scrolls and stuff. See what else is down here that you might have had. I don't remember. Call Lightning Wand, Cure Light, Cure Moderate, Good Hope. I think that's about it for gear. The rest of this stuff is just trinkets and whatnot. Oh, here's your... There we go. Now you're all geared back up again. So there's that. You've got damage, so we're going to do a...
You're a good
What is
person.
Aura of Purity?
I like you.
Oh, she's got... Okay, that's her Witch's Curse. She can do 14 times, 1 minute increments. So that was the hex. Her traveling hex, basically, is what that is. So... but that's not what I was after. She has heal spells. Which I believe get rid of all of this. Yep. And all of this ability damage goes away. This one we could probably get with a restore.
We will win this war.
In fact, Valric, I think, has restore spells. Okay, good. And that's everybody healed back up, mostly. Got a couple little points of damage there, but I'm not going to worry about that. All right, Knowledge World here. Try this again. Cunning symbols are carved on the wall, probably some kind of secret language used by local inhabitants. All right, so we're kind of at the far end of the map here, it looks like. The whole party selected. Oh. This is interesting. Oh, there's the Battle Bliss Arena. Let's get that thing. We can go to the Bad Luck Tavern from here. We can go back to the Nexus. Experiencing the Bliss. What is that? Let's see what that sounds new. It is. Find someone who can arrange a fight in the arena. Fighting in the Battle Bliss Arena is a potential path to fame and glory. Naturally, such a claim must be paid for in blood, but earning renown by a peaceful means is unknown in the Abyss. Respect is only given to those who earn it through violence, and the list of one's kills is functional equivalent to a scholar's published bibliography or a merchant's bank balance. Start conquering the Battle Bliss. First, the commander should find the person in charge of arranging the fights. We also have Rapture of Rupture. Many residents, Snow Lady Valexia, a noble from the Upper City, offers patronage to young and talented individuals who manage to impress her. Before gambling one's fate in the hopes of winning the favor of such a demon, it's crucial to understand how demons think. But favor of such an influential figure cannot be underestimated. All right. Well, I guess we're going back to the tavern for a second here because we got to get someone who can arrange us a fight. Yeah, I didn't see anybody in the first room who looked like they could do something like that. So there must be... Oh, there's stairs over here. They must be upstairs. No? Okay, well, we'll search around in here a little bit more, I guess. There's just nobody else in here. Got to loot these guys. Well, maybe the bartender can tell us. He's been ever so helpful already. Oh, right here's the named person. Never mind. Melara, greeting you with a nod, and a middle-aged sorceress with short dark hair, a skinny face, and a prominent cheekbones that brings to your mind images of a predatory birds. Despite the dark circles under her eyes and her overall worn-out look, her voice sounds friendly and welcoming. Hey, you're not local, are you? Have you come from Galarian? That makes us fellow countrymen, since I hail from Absalom. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Magister Melara, a certified specialist in resolving magical-related issues, and the captain of an airship called Starcatcher III. What are you doing in a place like this? For a couple seconds, the woman's gaze grows distant, and a bitter expression appears on her face before quickly fading. I suppose you could say I'm trying to cheat my own fate. In the current stage of my life, the Abyss seems like the best port to call for me. Sorry, the best port to call home for me. There aren't a lot of experienced and, in the same time, trustworthy captains around here, so I never sit idle. You seem honest. How can you manage to survive in this place? Frowning a little, Melara crosses her arms in a resolute gesture. I see what you're getting at. You're asking how a captain who doesn't grab everything that isn't bolted down, a captain who doesn't steal cargo and doesn't throw passengers overboard, how can they survive surrounded by a gang of bloody pirates? My answer is simple. My principles protect me. I strictly follow the unwritten aeronaut code. I never ignore those in distress. I never attack other vessels, and I honor the integrity of the cargo I am entrusted with. Maybe I look like an idiot to the other captains, but I don't care. My doggedness earns me respect, even if it also provokes their ire. Besides, they know that I'm stubborn, and I'll defend myself to the very end. I suppose that's the real reason why they haven't slit my throat and seized my ship yet. Well, tell me more about you and your ship. I can understand your curiosity. You won't find another ship like Starcatcher III in the Abyss. Actually, captains like me are a rarity here as well, for obvious reason. Tell me about the ship. Starcatcher III, as you can guess by her name, is not the first ship I've captained, but she is, without a doubt, the most technologically advanced, and she's been through the most amazing adventures. She's the most reliable and neat vessel you can find in the Midnight Isles. She and we've been through serious hardship more than once, but my ship has never failed me. Once, the Starcatcher III even made a short raid to the Rift of Repose, the place where the souls of murdered demon lords slowly disintegrate, imprisoned inside crumbling stone sculptures. Plus, I should also note that Starcatcher III has a unique reputation in these parts. She has never participated in pirate raids, never transported smuggled goods or slaves, never passed by other vehicles in distress without providing help, and never been in service to any of the other demon lords. I can't think of any other ship in the Midnight Isles that enjoys such a good, honest reputation. Melara utters the last words with pride, as if she were talking about a living creature instead of an airship. So who works on your ship? I handpick my crew personally and extremely meticulously. I try to recruit those who are not completely corrupted by the prevailing customs of this place. Let's put it that way. Even here, there's a chance, a rare one, but still a chance, to meet a mortal with a good heart, someone who, though poisoned by this malicious environment, is not yet beyond redemption. I do my best to help these people, and if I'm successful, I give them enough gold so that they can relocate to some other plane. I then send them on their way. I hope that this way I'll be able to save at least some decent souls. Alas, in this place, failures come much more often than successes. So to protect my good-hearted but corrupted crew from making irreversible mistakes, I have to rely on some spells. With a smile, Melira taps her finger against her temple. I call it disciplinary thought correction. Starcatcher the Third. So where there was a first and a second? The cheerful smile of the sorceress fades away. Starcatcher II crashed on the rocks of Alushinyrra. We were sailing to Marna Island when a mutiny broke out. It's an evil place where discord and hostility fill the air like noxious miasma. A part of the crew tried to seize the ship. The others remained loyal to me, and a massacre ensued. Defending myself, I had to fight my friends till I was the last one standing, the last survivor. All by myself, I barely managed to guide my ship to Alushinyrra. But when I was bringing her into land, the rocks tore her like a fishmonger gutting a fish. Starcatcher II was irreparably damaged. As for me, I escaped with a couple of bruises and a chipped tooth. Sorceress squeezes out a bitter smile. As for Starcatcher I, it was because of her I decided to settle in the abyss. So how did you wind up here? The face of the sorceress becomes grim. Her words seem to come from somewhere cold and remote, as if from the grave. I was once a member of the Arcanumarium, the most prestigious magic academy in Absalom. Back when I was a captain, too, I delivered special cargo and passengers at my colleague's request. I'd been assigned to a risky and extremely important rescue mission on the plain of Abaddon. I had to rescue a group of Pathfinders who had gotten into hot water there. I literally ripped them out of the claws of the Gravedragger, the herald of Zephyr, god of accidental and pointless death. And that son of a bitch never forgave me for that show of disrespect. He put a curse on me. People around me started dying, both those I cared about and those I never even heard of. News of horrible, pointless, and tragic accidents that cut lives unnaturally short followed me wherever I went. But nothing happened to me. I managed to get out of trouble, any trouble, without a scratch, even when violence raged all around. I tried to get rid of my curse, but no one could lift it. Soon after that, Starcatcher I was wrecked in a terrible storm. Then I decided to go into voluntary exile and stay away from the plains where civility, mercy, and common sense are valued. Here in the Abyss, I can at least avoid mourning those whose lives are cut short due to my curse. Besides, the Abyss is insane and bloody enough even without me, so my cruel fate can add very little to this crazy whirlwind of aggression. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna head out. Fair winds to you. If you find yourself in need of an excellent airship and a skillful captain, just let me know. I suspect we probably will find ourselves in that need at some point. But you are not who I was looking for. I think any of these guests can... Don't think any of them can help us out. Somebody here, apparently, arranges fights, but let's see. Maybe I missed something. So we need to secure an audience at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Become famous still. Visit Valexia's mansion. Experiencing the bliss. Find someone who can arrange a fight in the arena. Fighting in Battle Bliss Arena is a potential path to fame and glory. Let's see. Find a person in charge of arranging the fights. Well, I mean, it was saying on the map that this is where that person is, but I don't really That goes outside. That goes outside. This goes outside. There's nobody in here marked as a purple. Huh. Well, I mean, obviously that's not where we need to be. So, I mean, maybe it's supposed to be, but let's go back up to the arena itself. We'll go into the arena and have a look.
Please forgive me.
We miss a lot of 80%. Giacomo, a handsome young man with a tousled black hair, strolls casually toward the demon surgeon. Oh, master of stitches, artist of the scalpel, and genius of the surgical profession, tell me, is your heart free? The young man has a glove puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize loudly. His voice is surprisingly deep. Also, do you have an hour of free time tonight? How about a romantic dinner? Hey, be careful. He'll dissect you in a heartbeat. You won't have any organs left by the time he's done with you. Are you trying to flirt with him? We'll warn him off, I guess. Young man gives you a sly wink and continues his conversation with the demon. Arena healer. No, I would not say that my heart is free. Right now, it contains 3 copper rods, 200 grams of enchanted quicksilver, and a fair dose of lamia liver extract. He pauses and gives the young man an appraising glance. But I could give you an hour or 2 of my time for something other than dinner. Has anyone ever told you that you have beautiful, smooth skin? I happen to be in need of some. The young man deftly steps aside to avoid the demon's outstretched claws. He jots something down in his notebook. Yeah, you know what? Hey, dude. Seriously. Fine. Alright, well, there's the healer. This guy must be the arena guy. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Welcome to the Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Zeklix. I am the arena steward. Ermengalith is the leader of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights or to participate in them? Tiefling has surprisingly open and honest face. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. The tiefling looks you up and down with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. You look impressive, a serious and formidable fighter. Perhaps Ermengalith will take an interest in you. Perhaps he'll even allow you to test yourself against Ruxa, one of our strongest gladiators. But not right away. All newcomers must prove themselves first. Ermengalith. I remember a demon called Ermengalith. He was a vile, cunning murderer. He had a way with words that was just as deadly as his skill in battle. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks its head out to look at you. He has large drooping ears and stares at you with his huge unblinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from the sight. Alright, well, I want all of Alushinyrra to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. The tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he's calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds. If that is truly your goal, you'll have to defeat the current champion. If you can kill Gelderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips. But you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with Gelderfang is a big deal here in Alushinyrra. The only members of the Nahandrian League, the elite gladiators of the Battle Bliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing others just to entertain spectators, these creatures of the abyss sow death and destruction in such careless, casual manner. Sela grimaces. I know that our mission is important, and I know we can't allow ourselves to get distracted by feelings and emotions, but smashing skulls and eviscerating bodies just to entertain these evil creatures, Iomade, it makes me sick just to think about it. But it is extremely difficult to join the League. You may have to slay an active member to take their place. You have to slay an active member and take their place. So if you wish to fight the champion, you will have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in battle, I will be able to find you a match against a more reputable opponent. I've killed hundreds of demons. Why should I have to prove myself to anyone? Tiefling shrugs. I'm sure you fought countless enemies back on Galarian, but this is the Abyss. No one cares. If you want the audience to respect you, you'll have to prove yourself in the arena. They won't take you seriously until you show them what you can do. Fine, I'll prove myself. I'm glad that we've reached an understanding. All right. Well, we are just about up at an hour here, and I don't think he has his last stand available right now either. It wouldn't hurt if we could find a place to rest, maybe, but I don't know if we can do that here. Yeah, I can't rest here. So we might have to just go in. We'll see. Yeah, there's a little or two here. Anyway, I think what we'll do is next time we will go ahead and take the first arena fight that we have to do. That's one of the, I think that's one of the things that we need to get done for our things. Experience, let's see what conquest. Fight in the arena. Yeah, we can do that here. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll take care of everything. But that's going to be next time because, like I said, we're getting up near an hour here. So if you've enjoyed this episode, do me a big favor, hit that like button for me. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too. And we'll see you guys next time when we step on into the arena and gain fame and fortune. We'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.